Not a whole lot. I'm gonna play guitar for a little while, and thank you. And hopefully get a little better at this thing. Yeah, the more hours I put into it, the better I'll be. I don't know. I was growing my hair back out again, so whatever. Well, they're still going. You know, my face keeps swelling up, so I have two layers of infection on my face. The first layer is like this wall of infection. I can't say the word it is because apparently it's bearsome, but wall of infected material. And then first is that layer of wall of infected material. And then on top of that, I have a bacterial infection on my face. So between those two is why my face always looks torn up. And I can't let it swell up. The biggest problem is it starts swelling. So I have to rip them open so it doesn't swell. If I were to go to a doctor to pay for it, they would have to drain these infections so many times it would get so expensive it's not even worthwhile. So I might as well just rip them open with my fingernail. It works well enough. Well, there's so many layers crushed in there that it's not just one cyst removal. It's like 20 different layers of cyst removal. Yeah, I have a face wash I put on that. It's the best I can guess from on here. Once again, these things do cost money, so it would cost money to, see, my phone hasn't gone off at all until I start up this live. But, going to a dermatologist does cost money, which I don't have. So it's best I can do to have money for food is to play guitar on TikTok Live. And short of a medical emergency, I can't go to the hospital. So that's why I'm in this position in the first place. This is not a medical emergency. It's a light bacterial infection. No, I'm not in pain. And as far as donations go, I have to turn my phone off. As far as donations go, I'm at $1.51 in my PayPal, $8.95 in my Venmo, and $1.07 in my Cash App. I do have like $70 in cash too. So I don't know. Every time I start a live, someone starts calling. No. Well, I'm eating at the gas station because Walmart, if I buy food from Walmart, it seems to make me want to vape more. If I buy food from the gas station, I don't want to vape at all. So I'm trying not to vape at all. So the easiest way to do that is just buy food from the gas station and I don't vape. I have no idea why this is. It just seems to be that way. Yeah, I know. I don't know what is causing that, but for some reason, if I eat food from Walmart, I want to vape more. If I eat food from the gas station, I don't want to vape at all. Yeah, I got it way down, so I'm down to Zins, which is much better. I don't know. It may be just I don't know what's causing that Walmart vape thing. But, after having such a serious tobacco addiction, I started going through, changing stuff around until I wasn't addicted to tobacco. And the biggest change that seemed to reduce tobacco addiction was buying food from the gas station. And I have no idea why that is. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I do get stressed walking over there. But I think it's just shopping at Walmart somehow does that. So. Yeah, maybe that's why. Oh, well, my face is too torn up to get a job, and then because I can only be out for like an hour before one of them blows up, and then I don't have enough money to go to a dermatologist to get looked at, and then the only time I can go to the hospital if it's a medical emergency. So that's the exact situation I'm in. It does get views on TikTok having my face torn up. So that's where I am. Plus, maybe I have 100 problems on the back end, but I got it all down to Zins. I am using face wash on my face. I didn't get banned from the hospital, but I do have to be in a medical emergency to go to the hospital. This is not a medical emergency. But it does, these things do blow like once an hour and my face will just be covered in blood. It's impossible to work a normal job with that going on. Well, that's what I'm doing. I am working from home. This is working from home. Thank you. Well, I may have to work, I don't know, because I have a promiscuous past, that may put me in a different category, but I'm just going to wherever's paying. So both this and another site are paying, so that's where I am. It's that simple. This get a job. I'm playing guitar on TikTok Live, They really want guitar players in Las Vegas. So playing guitar on TikTok Live is what I'm doing for it. The fungal infection's still going. Alright, I gotta start blocking you guys. I am sorry. So... because I can't keep this live going. Well, it puts me, then after sleeping around, it puts me in the more stripper category than the IT category that I was in before. So, because I'm more in the stripper category, I have to change the whole thing around to be employed. It's more difficult to switch everything up. So everyone's got something to say. I know. Once again, guy playing guitar on TikTok Live, and everyone's angry about it. Well, see, I can do IT plus adult entertainment. Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens when you sleep around. I know, that's why I'm in Vegas. Something's gonna work out. I just have to keep talking into the phone. Just keep talking into TikTok and just keep getting better at the guitar, and it'll work. But, thinking about this like it's a little mini concert and having people yell, get a job over and over again, it's a little frustrating. Yeah, I was just thinking about Bobcat Town shirts. I know, that's the big double standard, is having haters in there just to get views. But I gotta block them all, because then all the other people playing music on TikTok Live will get mad if I allow them to continue hating. It's still going. So I'm at $1.51 in my PayPal, $8.95 in Venmo, and $1.07 in Cash App. So thank you very much for the gifts and donations. I think I have $70 in cash too. My leg's still a little numb right where he stung me. So it has lasted a while. Like, the numbing went on for a while. I got the whole hotel room scorpion sprayed, and so I haven't seen any since, but they could still be here. I'm like sweeping all my clothes and turn all my clothes inside out to make sure there's no scorpions in them. I don't know, just whatever donations come in. Yeah, I may get a chimichanga later. I'm trying not to eat chimichangas every day, because I don't know how fat I'd get myself if I ate them all the time. Hey, what's up? I'm doing well. No, I don't think there's a Chinese restaurant anywhere nearby. I did ride the bus yesterday down to Fremont Street, but it was the same, difficult transportation It always is. But to get down, it's $4 round trip. So it is the cheapest form of transportation possible. Probably those chimichangas. They're pretty good. I know. I could buy a bunch of health food. Yeah, I've only been to Kansas City once. I drove down. I was living in Omaha, and I drove down to Kansas City to whatever they have like this block party there. I don't want to call it a block party, but they have this downtown open concert area with a bunch of bars around it. So I went and walked around and went into a few of the bars. I've never heard it before. I'll try to look it up when I'm done with this live. No, I don't want any more spirit journeys in New Mexico. I went on one, I had one rough time in New Mexico where I had to euthanize a wolf German Shepherd hybrid just outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And it wasn't fun. So now I'm avoiding New Mexico entirely. And yes, I've been to Canada quite a few. Well, I've been to Canada 3 times, I think. But long 3. I drove across half the country on the way to Alaska. I may go walk around a little bit. I was born in Nevada, but then when I was like 3 months old or something, we went to Alaska. So, and yes, I do have Venmo. It's at guy named Joe1, so the same name is on here. No, I haven't seen him yet. So we'll see on Wednesday. Maybe I'll get more. Maybe I'll come in. No, I've gotten those calluses on my thumbs, but it hasn't happened yet. No, Roberto's is still going strong. I do like sushi. I haven't had sushi in the longest time. Thank you for the donations. So now I'm at $18.95 in my Venmo, $1.07 in my Cash App, $1.51 in my PayPal, and $70 in cash. I have face wash. I'm using CeraVe face wash. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, oh no. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, the quarters just fell out of my wallet. So, oh. Hope I didn't break the guitar. Oh. So yeah, $70.75, I think. But yeah, dropped quarters on my guitar. So here's my $70 cash. Thank you once again very much for the donations. Yeah, I know. No one to make it rain on. But I should find a better way to spend this. So yeah, I got a $100 donation and went to Walmart, bought basic essentials, and then got $80 in cash back. Yeah, hopefully. Hey, what's up? And thank you. Yeah, I'm messing one of the strings on the guitar. I guess I could get new strings for this thing. No, I'm not going to Palomino again. Maybe like Sapphire or the library or something. Anyway, I shouldn't go to a gentleman's club with donated money, but the gentleman's club I would go to would be like Sapphire or something. Yeah, or I could buy a gold chain. But no, I've had that Maya who brought food over from social welfare. She was on there. But if anyone wants to be a guest on the live, let me know in the DM. Or send me a DM if you want to be a guest on live. Because that may add to it. I will. As soon as I'm done with this live, I'll see what messages I got in. Oh, everyone's an intimidator. Too well endowed, apparently. So I have to work in adult entertainment somewhere. Well, it disrupts the work environment. No, there's just a few doves here and stray cats. Yeah, well, no, it still doesn't work. It's still causing some kind of a problem. And all I can do is say whatever I'm thinking into TikTok Live. So anything I think might be an issue, whatever's rattling around in my head, just saying into TikTok Live, see what the solution is. Thank you. Yes, I've had multiple encounters with moose. One time in Canada, in Jasper, Canada, I had a moose lick the back of the trailer I was sleeping in. I just heard this weird, like, licking sound on the back of the trailer, and then looked out, and it was a moose getting the salt off the back of it. So that was one, and that was a big moose. And then in Canada, in Alaska, they would stomp around outside of my cabin. Yeah, that might help. A bass player and a drummer. Get a full band going on here. My skin has all sorts of bacterial infections. I think I like summer more. I spend too much time in the Arctic, so summer's better. I like the heat. Yeah, that may turn into a noise violation. That's possible. See, I still have old, I used to squeeze zits. So I still have all the old infection jammed in there. So that's the first, I have to rip out all that old infection. That's why you're not supposed to squeeze zits, because it pushes all the dirt in your face. So I shouldn't have done that. That's what caused them to initially erupt out into the surface. And I got a second bacterial infection on top of that, which is from being homeless for years, and it's a common bacteria that causes scabby sores. So I have to get both of those clear. But the first one that has to get clear is having all this infection jammed in my face that I did just squeezing zits over and over again. So I'm going to take a break. Thank you very much for the donations. I'm at $1.51 in my PayPal, $18.95 in my Venmo, and $1.07 in my Cash App. I also have $70 in cash, so I do have enough to buy food for the day and probably a few other things. So I'm going to take a break. Thank you for the gifts, donations, likes, comments, shares, follows, and everything else. And I'm going to try to do another live, whenever I get an opening for it. Anyway, thank you. Hey, what's up? Hey, North Wales. Day's going okay. No, I'm getting too much of a spare tire. I'm taking apart this vape addiction, So like tobacco addiction in general. I'm taking that apart, and it's turning into a lot of junk food, like donuts and Danishes and I don't know what else I bought, Twinkies. So all sorts of sugar pastries. So now I'm like throttling my chimichangas to be able to eat more junk food. I don't know. I don't think ramen is junk food. When I think junk food, I think anything with sugar in it. No, I'm just boycotting anything to do with them. Fungo Shell's still going. You know, I got Jock Itch cream now, and I forgot to put it on today. But I think I'm supposed to put that on twice a day. Yeah, I'm good and am sober. Thank you. Yeah, I decided to wear the Raiders shirt. I was going through, you know, like I said before, I've dated a lot of goth girls. And I was taking apart the whole goth thing, and I can just about make it like Raiders, normal Raiders fashion. Like, the Raiders fashion is all black anyway. So you can just switch the whole thing over to being a Raiders fan. So that was my latest idea. Yeah, the Gothic Raider. Because that's all goth culture ever was medieval, you know, like Middle Ages, like dark church period. Yeah, there were a few Las Vegas goths in there. And I find that now I'm like trying to convert out of it, so have like a normal looking relationship. It has to look good on camera too, that's what I'm going through. I don't know, what did the Catholic Church do? I don't know. You know, isn't getting medicated going the opposite way? See, as it sits now, I'm like completely clean of anything. A little bit of nicotine's in Diet Pepsi. But, you know, then getting medicated, then I'm like on... I'm going from clean to on something. That really has me perplexed about the pharmaceutical industry. Yeah, I slept a little bit. I slept pretty well last night and then a few hours during the day. I know, I don't trust them though. It has to be a really trustworthy medication. I'll try to. Then next time I start yelling, it needs something to run on for me to start yelling. So, I don't have enough to yell. I can talk for a while, 20, 30 minutes, but I need something to run on. And then I have to have the camera set just right so I can actually capture the yelling. I think somehow my parents got webbed in that, and I have to put distance on it because everything to do with it is criminal. And the easiest way I could find to put distance on it was yell all sorts of curses about them and then post it publicly somewhere. And then that puts distance on anything to do with their crime syndicate. So I'm looking at my finances. Let's see. I don't know where my wallet is. Oh. Well, I only put that on once and I didn't put it on again. So, I need to get more dedicated to putting on Jock Edge Creek. But I'm at like $70 in cash. So there's my $70 in cash. And then $1.51 in my PayPal, $8.45 in my Venmo, and $1.07 in my Cash App. So thank you for the donations and gifts. Unfortunately, I can't let it swell up, so all the bacteria and everything needs to get ripped out. So it's gonna be ripped up until there's no swelling. I'm gonna have to block the get a job people pretty soon. So you guys might have to find a new place to be. I'm originally from Winnemucca, but I was born in a Winnemucca hospital, but we had a cattle ranch in northern Nevada near Imlay, Unionville, in the mountains on the other side of Star Peak, if I'm really getting specific. So on the east side of Star Peak, we had a cattle ranch. And so I was partially raised there. I think the first 4 years of my life, we were primarily at that cattle ranch. And then once I turned 4 or something, we moved to Winnemucca. So I think that's how that went. I don't know for sure. There may have been an apartment in Winnemucca that whole time. Alright, I gotta block you, Disney. It's when everyone starts complaining. So, you won't have to worry about that one. don't know. I haven't seen her. I think she works nights. I don't have any degrees, but I went to like 4 or 5 years of college just doing, getting IT certifications, 2 years of university, and then 3 years of community college. But couldn't land the certification on anything. So I got an A+ certification, and that was it out of all of that. So everything kind of seemed to fall short for some reason. That's why I had to switch the whole bottom of my existence to this more music stripper moneymaker, and that's why the whole thing caved in, because I think the whole IT career was on this skew. So I couldn't get out of the skew of the thing, and I had to go sit on the side of the road for long enough until I could correct the whole thing and then re-earn a living on the right path, which appears to be just playing guitar. I think I did start out in music and then got into computers, and it may have just, all the computers ever might have been was putting music on the computer, which is what they wanted, but it still had that weird skew in it, and that's what caused the whole thing to cave in. So it's a big problem. I'm telling every detail of it on here to see if anyone knows. Yeah, that would be nice. I have made 6 figures per year before, but I started drinking so much that I couldn't keep it going. Yes, I am. And the second I quit the job is the second I stopped drinking. So it's something to do with that whole set. You know, the set I was in was causing too much alcohol. So I had to redo the whole bottom of the set. So, yeah, I'm still in Vegas. Hang on, I gotta close the door. This has the noisiest water pipes. So, sorry about that. No, I've never been to Boulder, Colorado. Or I might have. I can't remember. Yeah, if you're down here, send me a message. I'll be sitting in the hotel room, devoid of transportation. So if you come down here, let me know. Oh, I probably am. Thank you. Potentially, if you wanted to give me free guitar lessons. over these two notes. So I'm just playing my two little notes. Yeah, send me a DM. Both are gone. Both the Texas and Fiesta are gone. They're building a mall where the Texas station used to be. And Fiesta is like this empty dirt lot now. But the parking garage is still there. Well, I went to the gas station, just got basic snacks. If I could cook anything, I don't know. Some high-end seafood, like seafood from the fish they're catching in South Florida. So you see all these fishing boats going out in South Florida catching all sorts of like blue marlin and I don't know what else, tuna and stuff, I guess. Probably cooking that up in a really good dish. That would be my my favorite thing to cook right now. It's actually a Zin. It's not a piece of gum. Yeah, it's going. I wouldn't say unmotivated, but I have to pace myself to not overwork. I'm already in the overworked category again, so I have to stop and wait for take breaks to not be overworked, which is easy enough to do in this position. Well, it keeps swelling up, so I have to keep ripping it open. Well, I'm somehow landing in the overworked category just doing this content creator thing. So I have to, all of this needs to be set correctly before being, don't worry about it. Just put it there. I have to start blocking people. I'm sorry. You're blocked. Goodbye. I didn't know they changed the retirement age. Thank you. Yeah, I wish the wind didn't get in the video that much, but it's still, it got a good view. That's the 60th floor of the Circa Resort. So that bar's on the 60th floor, and you can sit up there for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I could use strings in a tuner. This has a built-in tuner, but I don't know what I'm doing with it, so... you know, if I knew what I was doing, I don't know if it even shows, but if I knew what I was doing, I'd have a really nice guitar sitting here. I'm just looking at my donations, so I'm at $151 in PayPal, $845 in Venmo, $107 in Cash App. But I do still have $70 in cash. So thank you very much for the donations. I am using this to buy food. Hopefully someday. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with my hair. You know, that's up to hairstylist. No, he's on my don't go near list. I think there's a whole batch of criminals operating in Hollywood. No, I've never been rock hounding. I don't know what that is. Well, maybe actually. But not really. I went out hiking and then looking at rocks while I was hiking. Quite a few. I think I got a good night's sleep. I ended up sleeping half during the day today. No, I don't think I've ever actually gotten to do that. I've kind of looked at rocks while hiking around. But never actually specifically out for things like fossils, which would have been cool to find. The fungal shell's still going. I did work in IT, but the whole thing could have been a con from the start. So I started out in music and then got swept up in the computer and then started drinking too much while working on the computer. So had to quit working on the computer. And then ended up, hang on, I gotta get my drink. Ended up crashing out of the whole thing, worked security for concerts. And then got this TikTok page going. So trying it now until something catches correctly that doesn't involve alcoholism. You know, it has to be a form of employment that doesn't require alcohol. So that's why I'm working this TikTok live guitar tell my life story thing. Yeah, I've been to southern Utah. been to St. George and Beaver, and I don't think I've ever been out to Moab. But St. George, Beaver, I can't remember what other towns are in there. I've driven up to Salt Lake City before, so the whole way along the way to Salt Lake City. St. George is nice. I like St. George. That's a good little town. Cedar City, that was the other one I couldn't remember. Apparently they have some set for Albuquerque. I don't know what Winnemucca's deal is, but I have to now avoid New Mexico because everything Winnemucca sets seems to blow up in New Mexico. So I don't know if that's like some set they use or what, but now I'm like avoiding the entire state of New Mexico. That said, I used to like Albuquerque when I could go to Albuquerque. Now I can't go there anymore, but used to be able to go there. So this is another big complicated mess that needs to be explained. I don't know. This is another thing. I'm just gonna have to talk rambling endlessly until the whole thing is explained. Because I don't know. I guess because New Mexico has radios, and then the second you use the radio, it blows up whatever set Nevada has. Oh, see. Yeah. I have to block you, dude. And, I have to inform the police if you guys keep, showing up. Yeah, so... I know St. George is nice. I don't know, I keep blocking it. Thank you, yeah, I decided to wear the Raiders shirt today instead of the Don't Go to the Moon one. So, I don't know what the deal is with New Mexico, but someone has some sort of weird art set that they can't do anything with New Mexico, and the whole thing piles up out there, because there seems to be a lot of crime that occurs in the desert in New Mexico that is now suddenly being uncovered. So you'll see everyone trying. This show is called Ratting Out Everyone after all. So I've seen a lot of crime uncover out there, and I somehow, my little euthanize a wolf dog, that thing ended up happening just outside of Santa Fe, New Mexico. And the whole thing just blew up on me. Like, I couldn't get this dog off of me, this wolf dog. I couldn't take him to a pound, and I couldn't return him to the adoption center I got him from. And finally had to euthanize the dog in New Mexico. So that was a big blow up for me out there. And I'm telling every detail of the story. You know, anyway, every day of my life is like an open book. So maybe someone will learn from it. That's awesome. Yeah, the Raiders are good. I think they're still going through the restructuring the team process. We'll see how it goes next season. But I am really happy the Raiders are in Las Vegas. Like, it made my day when Las Vegas got the Raiders. No. I haven't been watching it all. You know, I'll try to see the next time. Yeah, that wolf dog was a rough situation. It was something to do with my parents in Winnemucca. This is another one of those parents in Winnemucca. Unfortunately, due to TikTok censors, I can only tell half the story on here. I wouldn't tell the whole thing. But TikTok likes to block my live for the smallest little reasons. So, my parents had 4 German Shepherds when I was growing up. And I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to have that many German Shepherds. But this was someone's set. Someone's set out there was just throw German Shepherds at them. And that continued on to me. And, you know, I just ended up having German Shepherds thrown at me. So, one of them ended up buying the farm in New Mexico. And then that caused a noise complaint at a church that was nearby. And then the police tailed me but didn't pull me over. So I never got arrested, I never got anything. I got tailed for like a block and then not pulled over. So that left me in the dark after that. So now I just tell every day of my life story to hopefully clear everything they ever did and I ever did and my grandparents ever did and my great-grandparents ever did. So I'm originally from Winnemucca, Nevada, and as far as finances, I'm at $151 in PayPal, $845 in Venmo, $107 in Cash App, and $70 in cash. So thank you very much for the donations. Yeah, see, I'm in the dark on the whole thing. So I'm just, this whole channel is based on being on the dark, not knowing what anyone's doing, and trying to explain my life story. Yeah, so well, it's a set, like this throwing German Shepherds at them, throwing German Shepherds at my parents. I don't know how that works. So if anyone wants to explain that to me, my mom imported an Opel Kadett from Germany in like 1970. And something about that car still lingers. It might have been 1960. Imported an Opel Kadett from Germany, and something about that car still lingers in 2026. This stupid car from 1960 is somehow jammed in there in 2026. So this is all the crime that's been committed and unreported. There's all sorts of finances that no one knows where they got it. And there's no paper trail on any of it. So this all has to be clear. This all has to be cleared by me without any knowledge of any of it, and no one to ask what happened. So that's the best I can describe where I am. My last name is Hawes. Yeah, see, all these identity thieves already know my entire name. This is another one now. So I have to keep blocking them and hope for the best, I guess. You could probably just ask the identity thieves my entire life story. They may know more than I do at this point. No relation. Well, I don't think I have any relation to Hawes Bakery or Hawes Avocado. I used to listen to Was I Related to Hawes Avocado? I'm not. I don't know. That was the only big Hawes name back before Hawes Automation and Hawes F1 Team. Now that there's Hawes F1 Team, I wish I was related to Hawes F1 Team. That is such a successful program that I wish I was related to those guys. These others, it's like, oh, whatever. But that Hawes F1 Team is doing a good job. I'm trying not to somehow exploit that situation to take credit from Hawes Automation and Hawes F1 Team, but there's a huge hoopla with them too. because my grandfather had a tool company that's very similar to Haas Automation. I have swelling on my face, so I have to rip them out to get the swelling out. I'm single, and if I have to be careful who I'm ready to mingle with. I have previously gotten myself in trouble in Las Vegas from too much mingling, so I have to make sure it's worthwhile mingling before doing anything. Yeah, there's another one. Oh. So, I don't know how this works. This might be a different guy now. So, I guess if you're making a joke with my name, that's okay. But, well, that's going into this tattoo cross. So I'm trying to stay out of the tattoo cross. I have no tattoos whatsoever. And then this tattoo cross will start in Vegas specifically. That causes a problem. So I'm ratting out anyone. Anyone I have information on is immediately getting ratted. Once I get information on these identity thieves, they're going to get ratted. So they're first on the list to get ratted. Yeah, it's all the ratting. I don't know if I should block you or not. You're like right on the line. See, you got a different account there. Well, there's one guy in here with my full name on him. Now there's another one with my mom's name, and then all sorts of, see, these are the identity thieves. Now we got Al Gore in there. Named, okay, so Al Gore has my mom's name. Is that where that one is? I'm just gonna let this thing blow a little bit. So Al Gore has changed his name to my mom's name. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna slow down. Oh, thank you, Susan Gore. Yeah, it's not surprising. I still think that's identity theft. How that doesn't classify as identity theft. I can play these two notes. I got these two notes down. I can't remember what the notes are, but I can do this with them. Well, I can go back to this thing. I don't know, I'll keep playing my two notes. I'm at like the almost North Vegas, not right on the line between Vegas and North Las Vegas. I don't know where the line is on identity theft, I guess. Because it looks like identity theft to me, but I guess others others disagree. Now it's time to put more hours into the guitar would be all that is. Well, it's kind of boring without the background. I tried that before, so I may have to block more people. Well, it's running really close to that. I know, I need a D-string too. My poor D-string got, during a tuning related incident, got broken. So I tried to tune this guitar myself and broke the D-string. I know, I have to get more moderators. I have to recognize your name a few times. I was having the existing moderators kind of pick who they like, and then adding them as moderators. So. Thank you. No, I haven't watched much of anything. I watch a few movies here and there, but that's it. Like, I was watching new music videos on YouTube, but now I stopped doing that. I scrolled through some TikTok videos, and I don't have much to comment on though. So, you know, there's not much going on. Last drama was that Bella Poarch, whatever the other one's name is, Leah Halton, them fighting for the most popular girl on TikTok, which I thought was comedic. I found you could have made a show out of that thing. You could have made a show out of the Bella Poarch, Leah Halton most liked video on TikTok. I thought that was funny. But I'm on the Bella Poarch side of that thing. You know, if I'm picking sides, I'm on Bella Poarch side. I think I remember when I was scrolling through videos on TikTok, homeless on the side of the road, that Bella Poarch song popped up with her stupid M to the B thing. And yeah, you know, OJ was kept in jail at Lovelock Penitentiary, which is right next to Winnemucca. So OJ actually ran closer than most people would expect. He was sitting pretty close to where we were years prior. I think it's all some gigantic crime syndicate that needs to be exposed. Oh, I don't know. No, I've never been to Lovelock Penitentiary. But I'm pretty sure he was in there for a long time. I think he might have died in there. I can't remember. I don't know what people wouldn't know about me. Used to ride motorcycles a lot. I guess everyone would know that. Landed an airplane in high school at a training camp. That's the best I can come up with. I mostly landed an airplane in high school at a training at Embry-Riddle University. So it was a mostly landed airplane. I think the instructor helped a little bit with that. That's the best I can come up with that no one knows. Yeah, I've been to Palomino before. They do serve alcohol in Palomino. It's called Palomino, too. If you're talking about the Gentleman's Club in Las Vegas. But I have been there before. I got scared so bad by this guy covered in face tattoos on the other side of Las Vegas. I went to Palomino and then I went back to the hotel room and I was out walking my dog and this guy like scared me so bad that I left Vegas for like a year. And I partially blame Palomino for that. I know I shouldn't, but it's a tough club. Yeah, that's a tough club. So I like the other ones better. No, I'm out of octopus. I wish I had some of those cans of octopus. No, I don't gamble at all. I zero gambling whatsoever. I enjoy everything in Las Vegas except the gambling. You know, I'm not a gambler. I'll play free poker with people. You know, poker doesn't cost any money. Just to kind of play around a little bit, but I don't actually gamble at all. I was trying that before, but it was making me vape more and more. The more I eat at Walmart, the more I vape. So I finally switched to just eating from the gas station, and the vape went away. I know, I don't bother with it. I don't bother with gambling. To each their own, though. You know, if you enjoy gambling, more power to you. I don't. So I always think I'm gonna lose, and not have a good time. I don't know. But I'm probably gonna take a break here in a few minutes. I don't know how long. I think I've been on an hour. So gonna take a break. And stretch my back for one thing. I feel myself hunching over from how this camera is positioned, so I want to switch the camera around so I don't hunch over. Because I'm like trying to put my face forward into the camera and it's giving me this bad hunch on my back. So, gonna take a break and try to figure out how to reposture myself. Thank you. Reposture myself so I don't end up hunched over. But thank you for the gifts, donations, likes, comments, shares, follows, and everything else. Anyway, thank you. It's at 98,000. How many views do you have? That's on. I have 98,000 views on a video I didn't even make or have anything to do with. So, no, I haven't seen any crimes. If I witness any crimes, I'll throw them on here too. Well, I have to keep blocking people because you're going into the whole music grid. You know, anyone playing the guitar, you're now, see, I have to block all of you. So, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to find new places to be. And this one. So, I'm going through and just blocking all of them. Because I'm switching to this guitar, playing guitar on TikTok Live, so everyone's getting thrown out. So I feel for them over there, but you know, that's the way it is. Hey, what's up? Thank you. That the aliens were building a civilization on Earth, and then they gassed the civilization, and that caused people to start building pyramids. Like, if you think about it, like, people are, we're all like working for aliens or something, and then they have this really advanced civilization. So then when they try to build a human civilization too quickly from their really advanced civilization, people just start wasting time by building random structures, and those random structures are pyramids. That's as far as I got with the pyramid theory. I'm just throwing whatever random thoughts and ideas I have in there. But I did have the idea that, aliens are like building civilizations on Earth and like motivating people to build them. And then when they overdo the civilization build, then it just goes into like wasted structures. So the pyramids are an example of wasted structure when they just put too much into it. And I think originally what caused the motivation to build the pyramids in the first place was humans had never built agriculture near a river. So they had never diverted a river to water crops and have livestock and everything. So the first time that ever happened was in Egypt. And then everyone got so motivated by that simple little diverting water from a river for agriculture that they just started building random structures with it. And one of those random structures were the pyramids. That's the best I can come up with the whole thing. Every one of these that turns into pyramids, like it's some new cultural revolution that starts up. So, in that case, it was diverting water from a river to build a civilization, to build a town. You first you have these little huts by the river and they just fish off the river. But if you actually divert the water off the river to grow crops and everything, then that's a new civilization. And that's what the Egyptians had done to the Nile in that time. So then this city grew out of nowhere and no one knew what to do with themselves, so they started building pyramids. Area 51, I am protesting Area 51 currently to open and just let everyone in there and make it a theme park. I don't think there's much out there other than like a meteorite that makes you think about aliens. Like that's all that's sitting out there is a meteorite that crashed in New Mexico, or that a meteorite landed in New Mexico and they dug it up, and when you touch it you think about aliens. And that's the whole alien spaceship that's out there. So if it were up to me, I would just open up Area 51 and make it a theme park. It looks like it'd be a pretty good theme park. Just have buses bus people out there from Vegas and charge $50 to get in or something. That would be my my use for Area 51. It looks like it's a pretty big town at this point. There's a lot of people out there, so it's not going to stay a secret for forever. Plus, I can't stand secrets. So anything that's a secret I don't particularly like. Every day of my existence is completely transparent, so having that many secrets all piled up. And most of the secrets at Area 51 are like some general screwed up and led Marines to slaughter or something. And then they don't want anyone to know about it, so they stash all the secrets out there. And the airplane crashes are the other one. What causes airplane crashes and how many pilot error involved airplane crashes there were all over the world. They stash all those secrets out there too, so. All of those secrets need to go. in my opinion. But I don't have enough dirt to run on, so like I'm just digging through. Not a whole lot. This is my third live of the day, and I'm trying to do as many of these 8 p.m. ones as possible. But I'm probably just going to do a 20-minute long live tonight. And rambling whatever I'm thinking about into this camera. So as far as finances are concerned, I'm at $1.51 on my PayPal, $8.45 on my Cash App, $8.45 on my Venmo, and exactly $0.00 in my Cash App. So I zeroed out my Cash App entirely. I also have $70 in cash, so I like flashing cash anyway. When my barely little amount of cash here, $70 in cash. So no, I don't know. Other than getting haunted by the administration, nothing more than that. And it's the same. It's the same breaking and entering as any like 2-bit criminal. They just have some psychological warfare form of breaking and entering to force their way into people's houses. So that's criminal. It's gonna turn into criminal. I strongly encourage anyone to distance themselves from the current administration as much as possible. Just put physical distance on them, and the whole thing will work itself out. I don't know what my favorite movie is. I just watched Scream 2. I think the last movie I remember was Scream 2, which I remember way back in the early 2000s when Scream 2, or late 90s, whenever it came out. But I just watched Scream 2, so that was the last memorable one. No, I've never seen a ghost. You know, the Native Americans will go on about spirits. So like you have animal spirits like bear spirit and wolf spirit, and so they're really good with the spirit like religion. But I don't know much about it. I know, I think I watched part of Scream 3 and then it kind of fell apart. This is a weekly hotel, but you can live here year-round if you want to. I'm not watching any news whatsoever. So, clicking around for absolutely no reason. I hope my little documentary gets to 100,000 views. If anyone wants to make a real documentary about my life, you know, I'd be interested in answering questions and actually going through the whole thing. But, you know, he got 100,000 views out of this just kind of rip-off one, so there might be some in it. Oh, there's another one now. Oh, never mind. That's just the old A Guy Named Joe movie. But, you know, I got my one Guy Named Joe documentary. So if someone wants to make a real one, I'd be interested. I don't know. I'm always, like, tempted by Florida. But, you know, I was trying to scroll through random TikTok videos to have stuff to talk about on live. And, because I keep running out of stuff to talk about. And, The only thing that came through were Honda motorcycles, and how Honda, all of Japan likes to withhold a certain version of what they make. Like the Nissan Skyline GTR, which was the biggest deal in the 90s, Nissan wanted to keep that car only in Japan, so it was only for the Japanese market, and it ended up leaking out everywhere, and the cars were everywhere after a while. But they did want to keep that thing solely in Japan initially. Now there's a few others in there, and I was just looking at a Honda CB400, which is, it's not that amazing of a motorcycle, but they have this Honda CB400 VTEC, which is a variable valve timing 400cc twin motorcycle, and it looks so good. It looks like that top of the line Japanese engineering motorcycle. And sure enough, I went on Honda's website and they don't sell them in the United States. So it looks like another one of these only for Japan models that's way better than any of the other stuff they sell. So that's the only thing I found scrolling through TikTok videos was a Honda motorcycle that they used to sell CB400s here, because I've had a CB550 and a CB750, but the 400, because even the 400 goes 120 miles an hour, so you don't need any more power than that. You can't go over 80 anywhere, so the 400cc is all you really need, and you get like 60 miles to the gallon with the thing. You get scooter level gas mileage out of a 400cc. So I was eyeing that thing as a cheap form of transportation. And that's what brought me to this only made in Honda, or only made in Japan version of the motorcycle. And they have a bunch of those, are only sold in Japan. But I don't know. That was going through the motorcycle being the bad one. Anyone who has the motorcycle. I know. Well, 400cc's isn't very fast. It makes like 50 horsepower or something. But that VTEC, I can't imagine that thing having VTEC. You'd feel the variable valve timing like click over at a certain RPM, and the whole bike would like kick forward a little bit. That's kind of fun to think about. So I gotta give them credit for making the bike. I wish they sold it over here. It is a really cool design. So I'm probably going to go get food here in a few. I've run out of things to talk about. I think I did too many lives today. So this is my third live, and one was an hour. Well, one was 50 minutes, the other was 35 minutes, and now this one's another 20 minutes. So I just ran out of things to talk about. Sorry to hear your dad died. I don't know any songs other than these two notes, so if it's anything past two notes, I don't know how to play it, which is everything. I'm still too low on the guitar totem pole to be able to play anything. I was also watching clips of Mario, and I saw they made Mario Galaxy, and I was watching clips of the old Mario game. I can't remember. I had a Nintendo with Mario 1 and Mario 3. I think that was it. Just Mario 1 and Mario 3. But because I had so many video games when I was young. Now, I stopped playing Doom, but, your past coming back to catch up with you, usually it's a bad thing, but that's a good thing, because it's just a pile of video games. So, no complaints there. My past has caught up to me of playing video games a lot. But I don't know, that got me eyeing Universal Studios Orlando. I've walked around City Walk of Universal Studios, and that's as far as I got. Saw the Universal thing spin around. So that's all I got. I've run out of things to talk about. I was trying to think of more comedy skits to do on this thing. Let's see. There used to be this old show. I don't even know if it's still on, but it was called Robot Chicken on Adult Swim, which is this random Cartoon Network, and they would move around action figures in like stop motion animation. So a bunch of these Barbie clips came up on my TikTok. I don't know how I got into Barbie stop motion animation, but I started scrolling through and seeing Barbie stop motion animation clips, and it was all like Barbies fighting with each other and catching on fire, and I don't know, being in all sorts of disastrous situations. So I found that comical, but that's as far as I got. That's all I got out of TikTok today, just scrolling through random videos. I know, it's all the identity thieves and hackers and everything else. So if you feel you're the victim of identity theft, contact the police immediately. They've been like doing this thing in waves, yeah, I'm still stuck on these two chords. So I don't know how many jokes you could get out of Barbies like fighting with each other, but it was pretty funny, the clips I saw on TikTok of Barbie dolls just brawling. So that's as far as I got on TikTok today. It's the same old TikTok content as always. I'm not getting new material in enough. But that was the one funny thing I saw on there, was the stop motion animation. And they used to do this with all sorts of animated characters, or all sorts of action figures. You just put them in ridiculous situations and then stop motion them. The original time I saw that was on Saturday Night Live. They had this comedy sketch called Mr. Bill, where he was a little clay figure, and then you'd see him like go through some disaster. Like he was always in the worst situation possible. And that was on Saturday Night Live in like 1979 or something. I was thinking you could do that with Barbies and just watch them get tortured. I guess that wouldn't be that funny, but it worked for Mr. Bill. So, Mr. Bill was a funny sketch for Saturday Night Live. I don't know how far you could take that thing before getting shut down by some sort of human rights department. But I've run out of things. I'm going to scroll through TikTok again, see what I can regurgitate back onto TikTok Live, because I've just run out of things to say. But I am enjoying TikTok quite a bit. I really like the company, really like the brand. So that's about all I got. Unless anyone has any questions, I'm going to take a break. And may do another live tonight. May do another one tomorrow. That's gonna about do it. Thank you for the gifts, donations, likes, comments, shares, tips, Any dirt anyone wants to be ratted out, I'll do. Yeah, I'm growing my hair back out. So I'll be back on later. Anyway, thank you. If I can get this thing to shut off. Still have multiple. I have to hit back like 4 times. Anyway, thank you.